sheet anyway.
I forgot to press start, so we're going to record this again. Okay, here we are. We've got the guys from Daggers Watches.
G'day, g'day.
G'day, g'day.
G'day. How are you?
And we've got a new release. Sorry, tell me about this. What is it? It's a sequel?
Well, this is a sequel to the Fishy Pussy, isn't it?
Have you got the spec sheet?
I got the spec sheet.
Okay, well, this is for you. You better look at it.
The governor's governor, because oh, look at this. The governor's.
Now, this took over an hour and a half. From planning, from the very beginning of initialising
this is
to the very end.
Yes, this is fantastic.
This is super.
Oh.
Now, there will be some explanation because immediately you might not quite get what's going on here.
Okay, please explain.
So, well, maybe you take it out of the case first and have a look at the case back. Prime engraving yet again.
Prime engraving.
Yes, we've engraved it. Yeah, we've had it engraved for you there. We've made a master engraver.
Ah, it's a CRAPALINA.
A CRAPALINA.
CRAPALINA.
Yeah. We call it the CRAPALINA.
CRAPALINA.
CRAPALINA. CRAPALINA.
You have to say it with the proper accent.
Italian.
Because I'm British, but I've got some Italian in me, see. So the CRAPALINA.
Yeah, I got that from the times when I lived in Italy that weekend.
You had 2 hours there on a stopover.
On a stopover,
I believe. Yes.
I was on my way to Paris.
Yes.
So tell me about this CRAPALINA. It looks amazing. What is it?
It is amazing.
Well, what's amazing about it is
I don't
really
know where to start.
it's hard to know where to start. See, it's not really the watch as a whole.
Yes.
It's all of the select bits and pieces that went into this.
Yes.
I mean, you're not going to find stuff like this anywhere else. You know.
Where do we start?
Well,
should we start with the bezel?
Please show me.
Yeah.
Show me.
So it's a very special bezel.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
you should talk about the bezel because you've got this Italian.
Well, here you see.
We've removed the
First off,
the pip for starters.
Look,
because
first off, what you got here is a hybrid watch, right?
Yes.
So the watch you can see, it's a hybrid of a dive watch and a pilot watch. So
perfect combo meal deal.
exactly,
Yes.
it takes elements of both. You got elements of the pilot watch. You can see.
Yes.
You can see your airplane.
Yes.
Hand spinning around there, can't you?
Yes.
Now, and you can see that it's also got some elements of the dive watch. So it's got a little bit of a dive case. Now you can see that we've carefully put the imagery here on the dial. We've got the little airplane at the top here.
Yes, yes, yes.
And I know it's obscured by the hour hand right now, but there's a little yacht down there at the bottom.
Oh,
so
that's fantastic.
This signifies the pilot aspect and the diver aspect, and then at 9 o'clock you'll notice.
to remind you of the crap, there's a toilet roll.
There's a toilet roll, a Wrangry toilet roll.
Wow.
This was inspired. This came inspired by Uwe's video.
Oh, Uwe's video
of you on the airplane.
Yes.
And showing sometimes things can get pretty intense up there in the plane, right? So, so what we've done here is we've got a case here. I don't know where we'd even begin to look for this.
I think we should talk about the case later because
about the case after, right?
Yeah, because there's too much going on here with the dial and the chapter in it.
Right.
And we've got the celebratory duck. This is the duck to celebrate the launch of the Heng Sheng.
Beautiful.
So as you can see,
oh beautiful.
So what do we call the bezel? It's a 0 click.
This bezel is a 0 click.
A 0 click.
We were calling it what? An automatic, auto-directional bezel.
It's an auto-directional bezel.
Basically, whenever you brush it on anything, it just turns.
It just turns. It's beautiful.
So if you accidentally drop it, just turns.
It just
automatically
turns.
You wind the watch.
It turns. Hey, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Not that you can wind the watch because it's actually got a fake Seiko movement in it, not a real Seiko movement. It's a fake Seiko movement.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you see the auto-directional bezel spins around automatically in all sorts of directions. Now you're going to notice, you're going to look at the watch and you're going to see, well, it's got all those extra hours on the bezel, but I don't see a GMT function.
No.
But that's not what this is for. I mean, at first glance you might think that, but really what it's for is, you see, look, at the end of World War II, towards the end of World War II, when things were getting desperate for the Italians, getting very desperate for the Italians, Very nice.
Wow, nice.
You know, and operations were getting difficult. Mussolini ordered.
Yes.
Mussolini ordered that they add extra hours
Yes.
around there to the bezel, so that because he felt they needed more hours in the day to complete the operations to try and win the war. See, so this is a nod to Mussolini.
I love the black hands.
So on the wall, we will come there.
Sorry,
on the wall,
sorry.
it's completely useless, that bezel.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So we've also got blackout no loom hands.
Yes, no loom hands.
Other
Yes.
pilot dive watch inspired has loom on everything.
Yes.
But
We don't do that.
What you don't want to give away your position
No.
when you're on an operation,
Exactly.
especially in those extra hours.
Exactly.
Right? You don't want to give away your position, so we've also knocked the pip out of the bezel there, so there's no loom on the
Oh,
bezel.
no loom at all. No loom. Yep.
Right, now, there's also, you might want to be careful.
Loose lips sink ships.
Indeed.
They do.
The crystal itself there, the crystal itself there is an aerial ejection pop-out crystal.
Oh, I see.
So if the plane's not pressurized, be careful, the crystal might pop out.
It might.
I see.
Unfortunately, the original fake crystal broke when I was trying to put it in.
I
So being an original crystal and a new gasket, it might
Right.
actually work.
I see.
Now,
I see.
you've got what we call a positionally variable chapter ring,
Yes.
which means it's not anchored there, so it could spin around a little bit, the chapter ring. You'll notice it's not really lined up with anything.
Yes.
We had to
yes,
take the
yes.
movement out twice because we accidentally lined it
Yeah.
up.
Oh,
Yes.
I see.
Right.
The date change.
The date change,
Oh.
well, since, as we noted, you know, you've got all the extra hours on the bezel. As the bezel's auto-directional,
Yes.
and you also have the positionally variable chapter ring,
Yes.
the date, we didn't really pay a lot of attention to when it changes. So as it is, it changes around 7:20 p.m. or something like that.
That's fine.
So that's fine. Because you might not be you might be measuring by the 24-hour bezel anyway, right?
Oh, I see. I just noticed the AC3 engraving on the clasp.
I'm glad you you noticed that. I did that myself, I'm proud to say.
That looks fantastic.
Now, the other thing you might notice is it's got a lovely straight end length bracelet,
Yes.
which is 20 millimeters.
Oh, I see. That's beautiful.
So it leaves a lot of nice extra space, so you can actually pop the spring bar out with your fingernail if you want.
How perfect.
With ease, with ease.
How perfect. What can you say about that?
It's, well, the one more thing
Yes.
about it. The case itself and the movement
Yes.
is very special.
Yes?
Because it was
This is the piece. to resist.
because it was discarded. It was discarded by a disappointed customer who showed up at my shop a week ago or so, and he wanted
Yes.
a nice click ring for his Seiko because the
Yes.
bezel wouldn't click. And he came
Yes.
in, and when we saw the watch, we noticed some fishy things about it.
Yes.
And well, it's a fake Seiko, so it's a fake case.
Oh, I
And
see.
it's got a fake 7S26 movement inside.
Yes.
So really there what you've got is an homage watch made out of a fake Seiko.
Hey, that is fantastic. I'm honored. I'm honored to be retailing these. And these will be available at daggerswatches.com.
I don't know if I can make another one like that.
think we could find
I think that's a one of a kind.
One of a kind.
Archie, that's one of a kind.
Thank you so much, Daggers Watches.
Listen, you can feel free if it's going to help the channel and you want to auction it or sell it. You
Yes.
can always feel free.
Okay.
I mean, you're not going to see another one like that anywhere else, really. No.
Thank you so much, guys. Guys, thank you so much. And let's celebrate with this wonderful feast to launch.
Beautiful.
What's the watch called?
It's called the CRAPALINA.
The CRAPALINA.
We kept it clean.
The Italian. We wanted the
CRAPALINA.
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 Thank you very much.
Ciao.
Ciao.